So in her sickness, I'm going to talk about her sickness. She had a cyst in her breast when she was about 14 years, and it got us worried. After being tested, it was found to be benign hospital. They tested again, it was still there, and it was benign, and then they said, no, it will get, it will disappear maybe when she gets children, or around that period, that all was not well, because she would get her periods and be in pain, and that in the breast. So until after the periods, then the pain will go away. So it became so bad at a certain point that it never went away. That's when she went for tests, and it was confirmed that it was cancer. So at that particular time, she didn't want each and everyone to know about it. She said that she doesn't want pity parties because people would bring her down. She wanted to be positive, she wanted to be focused so that she can get well faster. So she became public about the same thing after about 1 year. And that's when you people knew. What you did not know, that she had been suffering for a long time. So she started her treatment at the Coast General Cancer Center, where we have facilities nowadays. She did 8 rounds of chemo. Thereafter, she was put in, on oral therapy for about 6 rounds, and nothing much changed. So that's when we came to UP, were given treatment. She got 9 rounds of chemo again, and then she was still put on oral therapy because cancer had not cleared in every part of her body. By the time we went to Turkey, it was in brain, it was in the both breasts, it was in her lymph nodes, it was in the lungs, it was in the stomach. So after the treatment in Turkey, it had cleared from the lungs, it had cleared from the stomach, and the brain, they did what is this, cyber knife? So it kept it under control. But the other parts, when we came back, it started growing again, and then it forced us to go back. So on the 3rd month while we were here, because we had worked out the cost of being there and coming back, the cost of coming back was lesser than the cost of staying over. That's why we came back. So she deteriorated in the 3rd month, and that is when she did her last video that you people came through for us, and we were able to go back immediately. So in Turkey, we did not have much time, because when we went there, she had really deteriorated, and the doctor told us the things are not looking good, but they are going to try their level best. So in that time, because I was working with her, I was encouraging her, I was a cancer survivor, I trusted God, I believe in God, and I trusted that God was going to heal her. So while we were waiting for the treatment, she told me this one thing, that, Mom, I have had a conversation with God. Then I said, what kind of conversation? She said, I have asked God that if he knows that I'm going to die, let me just die now. But if he knows that I'm going to get well, I am ready to hold on, because I'm in so much pain that I don't want to go on like this. But then if I'm going to go through the pain and still die, I'd rather die just now. That was the second last day that she told me that. So on the following day, she wasn't talking. On the 3rd day, she passed. So I have said about the foundation, my call of legacy. I have few concerns about cancer. Being a cancer survivor, I have known, I have seen, we have walked that journey. There are concerns that are bothering me here. One of them is, we wait until we get sick. We are not creating awareness. So I would want us or the government to put emphasis on the awareness as opposed to the treatment. And then another thing, while we were sick, while we were sick and we were visiting public hospitals, there are these concerns that I observed. The relationship between the doctor and the cancer patient is not there. How? Because one doctor is attending to 16 to 20 people a day, meaning that when you go there, you'll not have a continuity of relationship with your doctor. So every time we went to see the doctor, they asked Winnie, which treatment were you given? Because they have so many files waiting on their desk, they are not even able to go through it. So they depended on what Winnie told them. I have had maybe 8 rounds of cycle of this and this. Then I was asking myself, what about the people who do not know what they were treated on? What about the people who do not know how to read or how to write? So what will the doctor do? But then, that was that. Apart from that,